Good morning, Diecast friends and family. It's your old buddy Joe here. So if the video, sometimes I use the intro on these videos and sometimes I don't. And it kind of depends on length. Like if I talk for a long time and it's already a long video, I'll skip the intro. But if it's short and needs some padding, I'll throw the intro on there. But it's like the trailer on the channel anyways. So people see it. And I'm sure you're probably getting sick of it. I always skip it, so I would imagine that my regular viewers are skipping it anyway. So I kind of blew off doing a video on Sunday, which was supposed to be show and tell Sunday. So I'm gonna do that today because it's Tuesday, and it's always Tuesday. And so this is probably going to come off as like the diary of a madman, because what I'm going to show you today are all my little like miscellaneous mini collections of stuff that I can't let go of. Like I don't officially collect this stuff, but it's like I can't part with it, and it winds up accumulating in these weird little mini collections. You'll see what I mean in a second. Hold on. So here are these matte moody blue cars. And I asked you the other day which were missing, and many people pointed out, got it right, that the muscle and blown was missing from that array. And I had it. It was just with my other muscle and blowns, because I have all the muscle and blowns, and I really like that casting. So this was this weird anniversary streak that they did of 51, 52, 53, if you can read it. I think you can read it on the top a little better. 53. 54 and 55, and that was like a mini collection unto itself. And then once I had those, I was like, well, I guess I should just keep, I had this one anyway because I'm a Camaro collector, but I kept that one, that one, that one, and that one, and that one. So I think the other day this one was missing. This was the other one that was missing. So I think this is all the matte moody blues that exist. A couple people pointed out the Volvo drift wagon that came in like the track stars or the little set with the trailer. That's gloss moody blue, so that doesn't count. And somebody said just last night that the first Big Air Bel Air, but that's blue gray. It's not, Hot Wheels doesn't call that matte moody blue. And there's a Surfaro GT, which is like light gray, but it's not matte moody blue. So if I'm not mistaken, this is all of the cars that Hot Wheels labels or classifies as matte moody blue. So if I'm missing one, let me know. I really don't think I am. And then over here, as you probably already saw, I established this little AMX section. I pulled it out of my Mopar cars. So these are all Javelins. I got a grand total of 5 of them. Accidentally, I don't even collect Javelins, but they just come my way. And here's Rebel Machines. So I got 4 AMC Rebel Machines. Why? I don't know. They're cool. They're definitely awesome cars, but I never really set out to have them all, or have the ones that I have. What's this sitting here? It's an X-Racer, and honestly, I think I might start collecting X-Racers and just casually throw them in a box, because it seems like they come around a lot, and they've been in 5-packs, and they're always in multi-packs. So I might just sort of like have like a low priority X-Racers collection. And over here, these 5 are what's called, it's gone by 4 different names, but most recently, like this one is the most recent one. It was released this year. It's called the 67 Mustang. But these cars, and there's 2 different Fast and Furious releases. This casting has 2 toolings. The first tooling had a hood that opens. I have 2 of those, and then I have 3 of the second tooling. And this was called the 67 Mustang, but it was also called the 68 Mustang. And it had 2 other names, like a custom 67 Mustang or something like that, and then just a custom Mustang. So this is really confusing casting. You have to really like research it to figure it out. But in general, the most recent name that they seem to have settled on is 67 Mustang. Here's a bunch of trucks and SUVs and tankers. There's a hearse. These are things that people have sent me, and I'm like, wow, that's pretty damn cool. I can't really part with it. So these don't fit in anywhere else, and they're kind of too big or too odd to go in like a case box. So I just sort of keep them out. And this one has two different wheels, by the way, so it's not two of the same exact vehicle. And this is really weird. Black. Just a collection of black cars for some reason. There are many more. I mean, it's missing a lot, but these are ones that just sort of fall into my lap and I keep. So 1, 2, 3, well, 2 transporters. I think this is called a fast bed hauler from the Gasser set. And 3, okay, there are 3 black haulers. And the Dark Trooper that John sent me. The Bollinger. Actually, I have 2 of these Matchbox Bollingers, which turns out was canceled. They never actually made this truck. They may have made a prototype or an example, but it never really went into production. I think this is the Green Hornet car, which is super cool. This is like the only 50s Chevy that I keep at the moment because it's just so sinister looking. The Bentley, that BMW, I have another one of these in my BMW section. That Skyline, the 904, and that Mustang. I think I might take the tampos off these because these are all like second examples of these cars that I have. So I can mess with them. And I'm probably going to strip the tampos so they're all solid black, including the graphics on this fastbed hauler and the graphics on this Fleet Flyer, I think it's called. The other day when I was talking about Toyota vehicles, I forgot to mention that I have these 4 Toyota pickups. One from the tubular trucks, I think. And I guess there's a super collectible one that's like Marty's truck from Back to the Future. But I just have these 4. And not because I seek them out, just because they mostly come in trade lots and stuff. I have 3 Opel Cadets. I don't know why. I keep these Thunderbirds. There are 2 different castings. There's like the Pro Stock, and then there's the Matt and Debbie Hayes one. These Jaguar Mark 1s, which, I don't know, I just kept them because they look cool together, and it's only been released 4 times. One of them came on a team transport. And then I have 2 of these MGB GTs because I actually used to own one of these. 70, a white one from 1970, and it looked exactly like this. And I've told the story before. I almost killed myself in it numerous times, so I wound up selling it to my brother-in-law. And lastly, I have 3 of these Studebaker Champs, which I just can't. I love this truck, and I don't really have any other place for it, so I just kept these 3 and 2 Panos GT race cars because Don Panos used to live in Brazelton, about 30 minutes from me, and there's just sort of a personal connection to Panos Motor Development and Road Atlanta, Chateau Lawn, all that. And here's a few new boxes, which are casting specific in this case, or in the 3 jammer boxes I'm going to show you are just sort of make specific. So I established a 71 Plymouth GTX box because when I cracked open my Mopar cars case, I realized I had 8 of these. So 71 Plymouth GTX, it's on. And these are the ones I have. This one's the most interesting because it's like a cereal, either came in a cereal box or was a mail away or something. Like someone gave me that. I established a Pontiac box because there's an upcoming Pontiac set which I fully intend on getting in its entirety. So it'll go in this box. I don't really know where else to put it. And I have some miscellaneous GTOs that I don't know what to do with. Like these 67 GTOs are really long. And There's some GTOs. I get the convertible Barracuda and the GTO, but those are GTOs, convertible GTOs. And on the other side, I spilled it. Damn it. Oh, two of them got knocked down. Hold on. See how real this is? It's like documentary style. So this is like the hated side. People hate the 06 GTO, the reboot of the GTO. But there's one coming in that Pontiac set. It's going to be a premium. And the Aztec, which is funny because it's definitely not a beloved car, but it's just so ugly. And the Breaking Bad connection, it's irresistible. So that's a Pontiac box. Land Rovers, which I never really set out to collect, but man, they're plentiful. So let's look at this side first. Yeah, this side. Three Matchbox, I believe. The 90 that Hot Wheels was fond of making. Two double cabs. The black one John sent me. This one came from Team Transport. And these little bitty soccer mom Land Rovers that you only see in the United States at Target are all Matchbox. And those came to me in lots. I definitely wouldn't buy one of those. They just sort of came my way. And now that I have a box, now that I have a place to put them, I probably will start buying Land Rovers whenever I see them out there in the world. And then lastly, this is either fascinating or really boring, but I got nothing else. Volkswagen Beetles. Man, I realized my Volkswagen box, which is like where the Scirocco's and the Corrados and SP2s are and stuff, had a lot of Beetles in it, so the Beetles got broken off. So here's this casting, which I like the most. The two Bumblebee came that way. This one came in a design lab. This one, I think this one's a premium from that might be a different casting. I'll look at this afterwards. But the 6, 7 are the same. 8, this is the mystery model. So 8 of these are the same. This might be different. And then this is not the new Beetle. It's the 3rd generation of Beetle, like just called the Volkswagen Beetle. And then 2 convertible Matchboxes, and then 3 kind of chunky Matchbox classic Beetles. And these are the custom Volkswagen Beetles with the front fenders taken off. Yeah, that's it right now. So that's all the miscellaneous shit that I kind of collect. Not really high priority. That's it. Happy Tuesday. Talk to you tomorrow on Wishlist Wednesday. Bye-bye.